screen because I wanted to hop on here so quickly. It's Tinabale. How are you doing today? Hip hip hooray! Congratulations! Look what you all did. In the title, I have put 4,000 subscribers. That's what I meant to put. I'd have to check. Let me check. Congratulations! You all came together and made that possible. Wow, great going, guys. Thank you so very much. I think the last time I mentioned subscriber numbers was around 528. And I was thanking you all for coming together and making that number possible. And I think that was in January. It was definitely December, perhaps. Maybe January. Maybe. In February and March, you guys said we can do better than 528. And I have a notification that we've received 4,000 subscribers. Yay! Look at you guys coming through and showing up on the channel and engaging via liking and watching and sharing, subscribing to the channel. So I rushed to come on up here and say congratulations to us for coming together and making that number happen and grow. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. But I wanted to say that congratulations to us all for coming together and collaborating that number right on up. Thank you all for chatting in the chat. I know, right, Sugar Daddy? Yay! Sugar Daddy Warren Williams. 67? 67 in the chat. Oh, yay, for real, right? This might be the year of making it happen. Like, you want it, you need it, you got it. Like, okay, you want that? Okay, here you go. So, quick update. I did untangle my yarn like a couple of days ago. I got it untangled all the way. So now it's a ball of yarn that fits in the palm of my hand. It's about as big as a baseball, perhaps. Maybe a softball. Maybe not as big as a softball. But maybe a bit bigger than a baseball. And so that's how much yarn I have. It'll do a whole nother sleeve of the star sweater that I'm making. And this was from a Caron Skinny Cake. And I'm guessing the name is Skinny Cake because the stripes aren't as wide. I'm guessing that's why it was called Skinny Cake. And I'm in awe that one cake of yarn can create a sweater. Like, that is so amazing. I did make a blog about it and shared the stats of the yarn so that we can all know what the yardage is and the grams and things like that for the yarn, just in case you wanted to make the same just in case you wanted the same yardage when you go to make your sweater. I think this will be my first sweater that I've made. Definitely, it is my first over, what do you call it? Pullover sweater. And I'm gonna have yarn left over. Like, I only have, well, I have a little bit over 12 more rows to go. A little bit over 12 more rows to go for the sleeve. And the sleeves only account for like 4 color changes. Let's see, I'm on yellow, then the teal, then grass green, then one more color, like purple, I think is the next color, or red. But yeah, it only accounts for like 4 colors, so I have like the deep purple left. The deep purple, I think, is it's at the end. No. The red is at the end. So it's gonna turn to deep purple before it turns red. So I'll just see. But this is like, what? This one cake of yarn turned into a star sweater. I'll update you all on the finished project. But yeah, that's where it is at the moment. I have updated what I have, which is I started on the next sleeve. I sure have, and I sure do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. And that is a for sure right on. Like, I just kept on, just I just kept it on. And when I if you see, okay, so I've been making shorts, and I was looking through the shorts. I was looking through the editing thingies, and I found this the skeleton. And when I saw that dancing skeleton, I was like, I have to make a short with this dancing skeleton and put Too Legit to Quit on it, because that's how I felt. Like, I was just like, it just don't stop, and it don't stop, okay? And it don't quit, all right? So so I thought that song was befitting of that skeleton day. Oh my goodness. Too legit, boy. Too legit. Oh boy. So I have made a few blogs. There are a couple of more blogs coming to finish up that series that I've been presenting. The new blogs are now available in my Buy Me a Coffee and my Ko-fi shop. So whichever one you all take preference to, it's there. In both shops. Both shops are, oh, I think neck and neck now. I will be sharing some more photos in my Ko-fi shop because I can make an album and share some of my music stats, some of my listening, what I listened to and what I jammed out to last year. I'll be making an album sharing those music stats. If I can create that in Buy Me a Coffee, then I will. At the moment, I just see. What do I see? I see a blog. Oh, maybe I see image. Maybe because I only saw how to bring up one image at a time. Maybe I'll look at it again and I can put multiple images in one thingy. If I can do that, then I'll do that. So yeah, more to share. A couple of more posts, a couple of more blog posts. I have taken a break from crocheting while I was blogging, I guess. I don't know. It could have been the combination of detangling the yarn because it took me hours to detangle the yarn. Just FYI. I did enjoy the process. Like I said, I put on music, I put on movies while I was detangling yarn. I listened to my audiobook, Iron Flames, and enjoyed that while I was detangling the yarn. I also packed up my cardigans that I made last year and the year before. And I do have a couple of buttons to put on my crop sweater cardigan that I might do soon. And I have some ends to tie in, some color changing ends to tie up, and my Killer Clowns from Outer Space themed cardigan that I made. Um, and while I was packing up my cardigans, I I only know of I only have one particular one, and that's my first one. Like I remember what I was listening to, what it was, the book I was reading, and I just think it's a cool feeling to know, like, oh, when I was creating this cardigan, I was listening to this book and enjoying this book. Um, I don't have that for my other cardigans. Like I wasn't listening to anything specific to where I could date them like that. So for my first cardigan, it's a real cool feeling, like, and it's different too. I made it different and everything. It was my first one. But yeah, it was an event basically. It kind of was a crochet along in spirit because I got the I followed along, not necessarily followed along, but Outnot, she shared how she was going to make her cardigan and what she was listening to that summer. I think that was summer. And it's a couple of years ago now. And so I was like, okay, so I'll make a cardigan and I'll listen to that same book. So yeah. And I enjoyed that book. Oh my goodness. I want to call them Atreyu moments, but Atreyu isn't the one that was reading the book. Atreyu was in the book. And I still hadn't looked up the young fellow's name that's reading the book. That's who I'm referencing when I say Atreyu moments, the reader of the book. I think his name was Daniel, or Mike, or something like that. But that's how oh my goodness. Okay, so my first cardigan, I was reading I think it was called The Monsters Corner. I think something like that. The Monsters Corner. Oh man, I no, that's not it. That's not it. I actually read that book after I read the one I'm trying to think about. The Haunted Forest. That's okay, The Haunted Forest. Oh my goodness, that is a book. Mm. I was like, I okay, I was talking to the book now. I was like, don't go there, don't go in. You know how Brenda was talking to the screen on a scary movie. That's how I was talking to the that's how I was talking to the audio book. Literally. I was like, don't go in there. And then I would be like, this is some scary shit. Like I literally was the Brenda character when I was reading that book while I was crocheting my cardigan, my first cardigan. Oh boy. And then Hectanuga One showed me a very easy way to make cardigans, and I was off to the races. I have made the rest of my cardigans like hers, except for the crop sweater cardigan that I followed Little John's yarn pattern for that. Uh, her her tutorial I had put on my list of things I wanted to crochet. So I crocheted that one, and but yeah, as far as I can recall, this is the first sweater back, bring it around town, to bring all that around town. Uh, this star sweater is the first sweater that I can recall only utilizing one skein. Only utilizing one skein, one cake of yarn. And it is my first sweater that I've made utilizing a cake. So it is my first cake skein project that I've almost completed. The other cardigans I made were with uh, regular yarn skeins. They weren't cakes. And for each of those, even the Barnett cardigan, they all took at least two skeins. At least two. I'm trying to think. I'm going through my database, and I think they all took over two, at least two. A lot of them, well, depending on the color changing and stuff, took more than two. But yeah, this pullover sweater where it only took two panels. I'm just, it's like amazing. Like, I'm gonna make more of these. Like, that is so magnificent. I'm trying to think if that's anywhere written down. I feel like if that's historical, like that's monumental that this sweater only took us one cake skein of yarn. I think that's as big as having 4,000 subscribers. Oh boy, like wow. I'm trying to think if I've seen that on any labels, like any yarn labels. They'll say like how many skeins you need per item. Like some skeins will have like a hat and it'll say one skein, a scarf, one skein, uh, a blanket. I don't know, maybe I don't know. It depends. A blanket, 13 skeins. I don't know. A sweater. I don't know if I've seen a sweater say one skein. I don't know. Like maybe six skeins, 6 to 8 skeins, but I don't know if I've seen one say one skein. So I'm just like, this is some beautiful project here. This is beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. Like, yes. Like, I've already started some more star projects. I'm over here being I was over here being Rainbow Bright and Moonbeam created my star galaxy. So I do have some other star projects ready to go. I have shared the tutorial. It's on the community tab, and now that I've mentioned the community tab, I'll take a screenshot and share. If I can share the video announcement, because I did take a video. What do you call that? A screen record. I hadn't looked at it yet, but I did take it, and if I can share it, I'll share that on the community tab as well to show the the message I got when I went into YouTube Studios after I downloaded the app. So yeah, I'll do that later on today. I'm having fun with this tutorial by Hippity Dippity, I think her name is. I think it's on the community, it's on our community tab. Okay, you can check it out. I'm enjoying her tutorial. She has the music playing, so you can crochet along with her at those rows. She does keep on going. It's some on certain rows she'll keep going to the next step. So I have crocheted along with her at certain points, and then at other certain points pause the video and catch up. Yeah, that was a story. So yeah, I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I'll remember that I was reading Iron Flames after beginning this Star Sweater. I would, because that kind of crossed my mind. I was like, am I gonna, when I see this sweater after I finish making it, am I gonna relate it to reading Iron Flames? I don't think so. I think the only reason I remember my first cardigan like that with that other book is because I made it an event. Like it was an event. Like I prepared for I prepared to do all of that together, to read that book and create that cardigan with that pattern and the connection I made with Outnot. Like it was a whole thing. Like so it just felt so cool to pick up that cardigan and basically have a flashback of reading that book while I was crocheting the sweater. And I don't think I'll associate that with this because it's not the same. And I didn't start it when I started crocheting the star. And I think that's what happened with my other cardigans that I crocheted. Um, they weren't connected to anything. They just were. They weren't. I didn't connect them with a particular book or event or anything, and I wasn't crocheting along or having a read along with anybody. It was they were on my own terms, at my own pace, type of thing. Which the other one was too, but yeah, I just it just kind of I was just like, do I remember like any of the other things that I was reading and listening to while I was crocheting and these cardigans? And it's like, no. I was doing a lot. I was I don't know, maybe listening to music, um, tutoring, teaching. I was doing a lot with those other cardigans, and a couple of them were like in the forefront. So yeah, no, it's different. That's the only one that had the bells and whistles per se, as far as like my first one too. It was such an event. Um, Outnuts, I mentioned Outnuts. She uh, utilized the new novelty yarn. I think it's the same yarn as what Hippity Dippity got. And she made a crop sweater and was able to get the novelty pieces onto the side that she wanted. And that is so cute. It reminds me of like a sweater you would see in like a movie or in a TV character wearing some crochet. Ooh, cool, cute. Where can I get that at? How can I make that? Because it looked like you made it. Like that type of cool thing. Like, yeah, you made it. You cool type of look. She did that. So I was like, that's cool. Hippity Dippity, I don't know what she's gonna do with her. She made some swatches, but she wasn't able to get all the pieces onto the side she wanted. It looks so cute, you know. You want to catch them all, and you think you're gonna, you know, utilize them in things. I forgot what Hippity Dippity's final result was and what she was gonna do. Outnot said she might make a blanket. Um, I'm probably gonna make a star blanket because I got that already started. Um, Novelty yarn, I hadn't gotten mine yet. So yeah, I'm still over here in the galaxy creating stars. So thank you all for thumbs up in the live stream and subscribing and making this channel grow like you have. Is the reason why I made this live stream. So yeah, congratulations. Woo! We have all come together to collaborate and enjoy inputs and insights. All right. And I just thought I'd mention my cardigan because I did mention that I needed to take them out of storage. So yeah, I did that. Just an update while I was thinking about if any of my other cardigans were made just with one skein. And I don't think so. Like, no, not even my crop sweater was made with one cake skein, one skein. And I can't even say that because it is different. A skein is different from a cake skein. I think why this is so, perhaps, and I'll have to check back. I think the cake had more yardage. I think. I don't know though. I don't know. Like somewhere something is smaller. Maybe the star sweater is smaller than, yeah, that's what's going on. The star sweater is smaller than any cardigan I've made. Well, yeah, because okay, well, my crop sweater that I made, it might be the same size as the star sweater, but however, it's bigger in stitching. The stitching is bigger, and that that sweater took like 3 skeins, but it's because I didn't have 2 full skeins. I think I only had like a piece of a skein. But anyways, it's done. And I hadn't given you guys an update on that. Like a visual update. And I guess that's because I hadn't put the buttons on there yet. So maybe when I put the buttons on, I'll give you guys a visual. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's the only cardigan that you guys don't have a visual on, I think. It's my crop sweater I made last summer, last spring, summer. I think it was summer. Yeah, summer. Hi. All right. So pullover sweater. I guess I'll be working on that sleeve. I don't know. We'll see. Do I have? Let me think. Let me think about my schedule. I think I'll be crocheting on that today, maybe. But like I said, I had took a break from it because I was detangling yarn for hours. And it's been a couple of days since I crocheted on it. So maybe I'll crochet on it today. I was trying to think of what I was creating other than that. And I think that's all. Other than the other stuff that I mentioned earlier. Mm, give you guys a hand clap. You have showed up and showed out. You've showed me what it's all about. You was like, we showing up. We gonna make them numbers count. Like you all, I just grateful, just grateful. That's thank you all for showing me what it can be, what it looked like, what is do it. Wishing on the star at my window, staring out into the night. Yeah, that was a quote from The Last Dragon. That was kind of like a scene from Last Dragon that I kind of merged in there because I wanted to connect it with the star pattern I'm having fun with. Uh, so I'm not singing the song anymore. The cake, somebody left the cake out in the rain. I think I was yeah, I sung it yesterday actually. Um, when you look on the community tab, you can know what I'm talking about. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I'm referring to my yarn cake yarn. So yeah, I was singing that song yesterday. I was like, I guess I'm finished with that song now. It's a cool song. I had fun listening to it while I was untangling my yarn. And then like the first couple of days I was untangling the yarn. Um, but yeah, then I played another playlist with some uplifting songs on there as I was crocheting. I've actually shared my top songs of last year on my Buy Me a Coffee and my Ko-fi. So yeah, you can listen to what I've been listening to uplift my head there in the shop. So made that available. I even shared my top genres. I think that was so cool. The status of, and what's even cooler is to be able to share them. Um, I did share the previous years on a different platform. Uh, so this year I'm sharing these stats in the coffee shop. I think it is a great, coffee shop conversation. So when you head to the coffee shop, you can peruse the art gallery. I have a art gallery, and I have a shop and a blog. So I have things for you to read and interact with, not just reading, but interacting as well. So you can give me some feedback in the comments. I left the comment section on. You can heart, you can share. So there are several ways of interacting, and that's not even including support. Okay, so you include support. Bam, you several ways of interacting. Um, so you got the support button there, and I changed my support button to from buy me a coffee. Like it would usually say buy me a coffee, but because you can change it to anything you want to say, I changed it to what I wanted it to say to show my individuality and my individualness and what my goals are. And so I figured I'd uh, make it say, what my goals are. So it's 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 the same thing, but it's say different, okay? But you click on it and see what it's still support, even though it says something different from Buy Me a Coffee. It's okay. Let me check and see. I saw we was over 30 minutes. I was trying to stretch it to 1 hour for this pop-up celebration of ours. Um, Congratulating you all for coming together on this channel and making up 4,000 subscribers. Hi. Thank you so very much. Congratulations. We all came together and made this happen. If you hadn't and you'd like to be a part of this, subscribe to the channel. Do like the live stream and things and enjoy the shorts. You got your options there. You got your thumbs ups and your thumbs downs, and your comment section is open. So thank you so much to all of you that have interacted and participated in those options that are available here and on other areas that I share, like the different other platforms. But yeah, thank you for sharing and participating here, right? Got 10 more minutes. I tried to stretch it, guys. I really did. Try to stretch it for an hour live stream. Yep. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes on this live stream. Um, and then we'll see each other like elsewhere in the comment section or the community tab. I do see where I could share comments on my shorts, like make a short of comments. So, um, yeah, I was looking for a comment to be able to make a short with. Um, the ones that were suggested weren't chosen, so yeah, perhaps that'll be coming up soon. Um, so yeah, the star pattern. I'm I'm feeling like it's like the Hectanuga. I'm that's how I okay. So how I might be a little bit more excited about the star pattern than I was with the Hectanuga one pattern. But I was excited when Hectanuga one showed that a cardigan could be created um, in the way that she shows. She actually shows several different ways, but it's one way in particular that I'm talking about. And that's the how do you it's kind of like a one piece. Um, and maybe I'll put it on the community tab. I think I have put it on the community tab, but it's been a while. But I brought it up. So, but yeah, it's one particular way where I just enjoy making cardigans now that Hectanuga one showed me the way. But this star pattern, because I was trying to compare it to see if I think I might like this star pattern as much as I like that Hectanuga one pattern. Um, I made several cardigans from that Hectanuga one pattern. Um, let's see if I can count. I'll say about five. I made about five cardigans with that pattern. I'm probably gonna do the same thing with the star pattern. It's so cute. That's what I was getting at. I've already started up the next patterns. Not only can tops be made with it, I've seen somebody make a dress with it. Well, I don't know if they utilize this same tutorial for the dress. Maybe not. But yeah, just the star in particular. Um, but yeah, I've seen bags being made with the star pattern. I've seen vests being made with the star pattern. Coasters, um, earrings. I think I seen, but I don't know. It was if it was the same pattern. It might have been different. Yeah, because when I made my star pattern earrings, I mean, when I made some earrings from a star pattern, it wasn't this pattern. It was a different star pattern. Um, but yeah, I had took pullover sweaters off of my list because even though they're so beautiful, the neck hole wasn't allowing me to utilize the sweater. So I was like, well, I guess it's only cardigans for me. And then this uh even some even some star sweaters, the neck holes are too small for me. So by this being an off the shoulder star top, it allows for it to be a pullover sweater for me and be comfortable in it not being a too small of a head hole. So yeah, that's why I'm liking it so much. Like it has allowed me to make a pullover sweater. And it's so cute. I did try it on the other day to see if my arm could fit through it because I did kind of veer off of the pattern a little bit because I didn't fasten off my yarn. I just kept my yarn attached and I made my sleeve from the attached part to the top part, like as if I was going to continue making a row. Well, the pattern does not tell you to do that. The pattern says make your panels fasten off and connect your yarn a few stitches back from where I started making the sleeve. And that could have broken, how do people say it? That could have either made or break the project or whatever. Like those few stitches could make a huge difference. Um, um, like I have no wiggle room in my sleeve because I didn't fasten off my yarn and reconnect it where the pattern says to connect it, where the tutorial says to connect it. So I tried it on to see if the sleeve was too small or just right or what. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like it fits like a glove. Like it's I got my arm in there. But I'm like, okay, maybe the next top that I make, um, I follow the pattern exactly so that I can have some wiggle room for my arm. Uh, yeah, because that was a close call, guys. Because I had kind of veered off the pattern. That was a real close call. Like, like Like, woo, girl, like, and I'm gonna have to create the other sleeve the same way, I guess, but my other arm will get in there. I just make a note of it, like, ooh, I can't be doing that. Like, like, her pattern is so perfect, um, to where you don't need to make adjustments for it. Um, so yeah, the next time I make the pattern, I'll follow the I'll do it. So I can have some wiggle room. We. Mm. Hey, that was a close call. Any like one more stitch less than the tutorial call, 1 or 2 more. What, I would have had to call it a rep. I would have had to, but that wasn't the case. Yay, that wasn't the case. Uh, so very excited to see my cake yarns being enjoyed. I'm enjoying these cake yarns. And I'm glad this star pattern is the pattern that I'm chose to make the tops with and have fun with it and create an item I'm enjoying creating. All those good things. Let me know if you enjoyed the yarn arts. I've always enjoyed the yarn arts, the look of the yarn, the feel of the yarn, and every time I saw a yarn item in a movie or a TV show, uh, it would always catch my eye. Anytime I saw a blanket sprawled across, a couch or a pillow, uh, on a couch, in a TV show or a movie, or a character wearing a crochet hat or a crochet top or a crochet scarf in a music video or what have you. Let me know if you notice those things. I know, I think DIY Creations, I think she said she notices those things when she watches movies. I definitely notice them. Let me know if you notice them when you watch movies. Like, I'm like, it's almost like a Where's Waldo type of thing. Like, I just like my eyes just boop, there it is. There's a knitted something right there, or there's a crochet something right there. And I think it's become almost like another actress on the scene, or another actor on the scene, when crochet or knitted items are in seams now. Like, it's almost like it's a showcase of talent, instead of a prop. I mean, it is a prop, but, and I'm speaking specifically to the blanket I saw in this movie with Nicolas Cage, um, where he played a vampire. That blanket in there, in that movie, I don't know exactly what it is, but it did catch my eye, and it did seem like the scene kind of was showcasing it. Like, it was like the scene kind of slowed down to, you know, showcase the artistry of it all. I mean, it could have just been me, because when I see art, when I see yarn stuff, it's almost like heart in my eyes, like time slows down, and it's like boom, 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 boom. My heart got. So it could have just been me. But I did it when I can. I will pause the movie or the show, and rewind it and rewind. So yeah, I have the hearts coming out my eyes and the boom and the floating hearts around my head and out my chest when I see a yarn uh, item on shows and such. Let me know if you guys have noticed those things when you're watching shows and movies. Um, we made it. We made it to an hour, guys. Thank you all for showing up and celebrating with me and helping me grow this channel. I'm gonna go and clear my throat and such and so forth. Get me something to drink and such. So thank you all so very much. Congratulations. You all did it. You all did it. We did it. We did it together. Okay. Congratulations. Look at what we did. Oh my goodness.